Hello everyone, good morning students. In previous class we discussed about the chapter probability, okay, and we discussed some concept of probability, and also we discussed some examples based on probability, and we discuss a formula of for to find the probability of any event, okay. And in that chapter there is only one formula for finding the probability of any event, and yesterday I discussed about the formula. Probability of an event E is equal to what? Number of trials in which event happen, okay. The formula of probability of an event is number of trials in which the event happen upon what? Total number of trials, okay, upon total number of trials. So dear students, this is only one formula for to find the probability of an event in this chapter, okay. This is very important formula, and each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on the same formula. That is, to find the probability of an event is equal to number of trial in which the event happen upon total number of trials. Also dear student, yes, in previous class we discussed some questions based on that formula, okay. Today we take some important question of your NCERT exercise based on the same formula. Let's see. Dear student, let's see the question. Question is, a coin is tossed 500 times 500 times with the following frequencies of two outcomes. With the following frequencies of two outcomes, which is, let's see, head 240 times, okay. Head comes 240 times, and tail 260 times. 260 times, okay. Now let's see what we find. Find the probability of occurrence of each of these events. Your question is find the probability okay, of occurrence of each of these events. Occurrence of each of these events. Let's see once more time the question. This is one of the most important question of your syllabus, dear student. Let's see. A coin is tossed 500 times, okay, with the following frequencies of two outcomes. First outcomes is, you know that very well, if a coin is tossed, then only two possible outcomes there, head or tail. Here, dear students, for frequency of two outcomes, head 240 times, and tail comes 260 times, okay. Now dear students, here we find the probability of occurrence of each of these events, okay. This is so dear student, we can solve that question based on the formula. You know that very well. Probability of occurrence of an event is equal to what? Number of trials in which the event happen upon total number of trials. So dear student, let's see its solution. Let's see. Let's solve it. First of all, let us consider even with the event let us consider even with the number of trial in which the event head is even. Let us consider in that way. Let us consider even with the event that let us consider even with the event that head comes. Okay, head comes and E2 be the event that tail outcomes. Tail comes. Okay. First of all, dear student, let us consider even be the event that head comes and let E2 be the event that tail comes. Okay. Now even with the event getting a head and E2 be the event getting a tail. Now let's see. Here in that question, head comes what? 240 times now. So dear students, now the number of trial in which event even is happen. What, dear students, here the number of trial in which the event even is happen. Even is what? Even with the event that getting a head, and the number of trial in which the event even is happen is what? Which time? How many times? That is 240 times. So here that is 240 means number of an event even. Similarly, the number of trials in which event E2 is happen is what? E2 is what? E2 be the event that tail comes. Okay, means event of getting a tail. And you know that the student, how many times tails is come out? That is 260 times. So dear students, here the number of trial in which event E2 is happen, that is 260. That is, we write as number of an event E2 is 260. Now according to question, how total number of trial is what? Because of a coin is tossed 500 times now. So in that question, the total number of trials is what? 500. Okay. Now and here write in this way. Here total number of trials is what? That is 500. That is 500. Now we find the probability of getting an event even. Now we find the probability of getting an event even means what? The number of trial in which the event even is happen. That is event of getting a head. Okay, no. So number of trial here, probability of an event even means what? Number of an event even upon total number of trials, that is 500. Here dear student, number of an event even is what? 240 upon 500. 0 0 cancel to each other, so we get 24 upon 50. Now we divide by 2 both the numerator and denominator, we get 12 upon 25. That is 12 upon 25. Now after divide 12 by 25, we get what? Let's see. We get as 25, 12 4 are 100, 0 2 0 8 za, then 0.48, that is 0.48. This is one answer. Okay, so the probability of and getting an event E1 is equal to 0.48. This is one answer. Now and the probability of an event E2 means number of total number of trial in which the event E2 is happen, that is 260 upon total number of trial is 500. So here is 260 upon 500, 0 0 cancel to each other, so that is divided 2, that is 13 upon 25. Now we divide 13 by 20 is not 0 5 0.52, that is 0.52. This is one answer. Let's see. Yeah, this is right answer. So this is the solutions of that question. Let's see once more time. This is very important question. Okay, so dear students, be concentrate on that question. Let's see once more time. A coin is tossed 500 times. So here the total number of trial is what? 500. Okay, with the following frequencies of two outcome, head comes 240 times and tail comes 260 times, and we find the probability of occurrence of each of these events. First of all, dear student, we take, let us consider E1 be the event that head comes, and let A2 be the event that tail comes. Okay, now the total number of trials in which the event E1 is happen means how many times of head comes, that is 240. So number of an event E1 is what? 240. Similarly, the number of trial in which the event E2 is happen, E2 is what? The E2 is the getting a number of event that getting a tail, that is 260 times. So number of an event E2 is 260. Okay, now and here total number of trial is 500. Now we find the probability by that formula, number of trials in which the event is happen upon total number of trial. This is the general formula to find the probability of any event. Similarly here, dear student, probability of an event E1 is equal to number of an event E1 upon total number of all possible outcomes, that is 500. After solving that value, we get as 0.48. Similarly, we find the probability of an event getting an event E2 is equal to the number of trial in which E2 is happen upon total number of trial, that is 500. After solving that value, we find as 0.52. So dear student, in this way we can solve that question. So dear student, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on same topic. Now dear student, we take some other questions based on probability. Let's see. Let's see next question, dear students. Two coins are tossed. Let's see. Two coins are tossed. Okay, here two coins are tossed simultaneous 1,000 times. 1,000 times. Okay, dear students, two coins are tossed simultaneous 1,000 times. Okay, with the following frequencies. With the following frequencies of different outcomes of different outcomes. Okay, let's say two heads comes 210 times. Two head comes how many times? 210 times. Okay, one head comes 550 times. 550 times. Okay, no head comes 240 times. 240 times. Now dear student, find the probability of occurrence of each of these events. Here we find the probability probability of occurrence of each of these events. Okay, let's see. Let's see the question here. Dear students, here in this question, here two coins are tossed simultaneous 1000 times. Here in that question, two coins tossed simultaneous 1000 times. Okay, with the following frequencies of different outcomes. Your different outcomes is there are two head comes 210 times. Okay, one head comes how many times? One head come 550 times. Okay, no head means both the tails. Okay, no head comes 240 times. Now we find the probability of occurrence of each of these event. Let's see its solution, dear student. This is very important question. Now first of all, let's solve it. First of all, let A be the event that two head. Let A be the event that getting two head. Okay, let A be the event that getting two head. Okay, B be the event that getting one head. Okay, and C be the event, and finally C be the event that getting no head. Okay, C be the event that getting no head. So first of all, dear students, you each and every question, first of all we take as E1, E2 and E3, or A, B or C, as you wish. Here dear student, we take let A be the first of all in that type of question, let A be the event that getting two head, B be the event that getting one head, and C be the event that getting no head. Okay, and in that question total number of trial is what? 1000, because of here two coins tossed simultaneously how many times? 1000 times. So in that question total number of trial, and in each for each part is 1000. Here write in this way. Here total number of trials is 1000. Okay, now we find the probability of an event A. So event is A is what? Event that we consider A be the event that getting two head. So number of trials that A is happen, number of trials that A is happen upon total number of trial. This is the basic formula of probability upon total number of trials. First of all, dear students, you write in this way, means probability of an event A is equal to number of trials that A is happen upon total number of trials. So here let's see, number of trials that A is happen is what? A is what? Getting 2 head. So how many times A is happen? There are 210 times that A is happen. So here we write as what? 210 upon total number of trial. Total number of trial is 1000 in each section. So divided by 1000, 0 cancel to each other. So we write as probability of an event A is equal to 0.21. This is your answer. Answer means what? Here this is the probability that 2 heads come. Okay. Now similarly we find the probability of an event B. B is what? So here we write as number of trials that B is happen. Okay, upon total number of trial, let's see. Same as here, what is the number of trials that B is happen? Here we consider that B be the event that getting 1 hit. So how many times the event B is happen? Means getting 1 hit. So there are 550 times that event B is happen. So here we put as 550 in the numerator, and total number of trial in each question, in each part, that is 1000. So here we take as 0.55. This is another answer, means probability of getting 1 head when 2 coins are tossed simultaneously in 1000 times. Similarly, dear student, we find the probability of an event C. Let's see. Similarly, write in this way. Similarly, probability of an event C is what? Number of trials in which C is happen. Number of trial in which C is happen upon total number of trials. Now let's see, dear students, number of trial in which C is happen. C is what? C is the event that getting no head. So how many times that C is happen? There is 240 times that event C is happen. So here we put as probability of an event C is equal to 240 upon total number of trials is 1000. 0 cancel to each other, so we get 24 upon 100, that is 0.24. This is another answer. So dear students, in that way we can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. So dear student, first of all you revise all the questions which we discussed in that class or previous class. Then after that you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Now dear student, we take some more important question of your NCERT exercise based on probability. Let's see. Let's see next question. Let's see. This is NCERT, very important question of your NCERT exercise. Let's see. The record of a weather station. The record of a weather station shows that out of the past 250 consecutive days, 250 consecutive days, okay, its weather forecast if weather forecast were correct 175 times, 175 times, okay. What is the probability that on a given day, first point, on a given day it was correct, second one, it was not correct, okay. Let's see. Dear student, this is very important question of your NCERT exercise. Here in this question, total number of days here. Let's see. A record of a weather station shows that outcomes of the past 250 consecutive days. Means total number of days, means total number of trials in that question is 250, because of weather is out of recorded na, weather recorded in 250 consecutive days. So here total number of trial is 250. Now it weather forecast were correct 175 times. 175 times is recorded to be correct. Then how many times number forecast was not correct? Means the number of days for which the forecast was correct is 175 times na. So here write in this way. First of all, here total number of days for which the weather forecast was made, total number of days for weather record, total number of days record is 250 here, okay. Now here it was weather forecast were correct 175 times, means number of days for which forecast was correct. Yeah, na, for the forecast was correct, that is 175 times. First of all, we write the total number of days record, that is 250. Here the number of days for which the forecast was correct, that is 175 times, and number of days for which the forecast was not correct, how many times? That is 250 minus 175 means what? 10 minus 5, that is 5. Here 4 is left, 14. 14 minus 7, that is 7. Cancel, that is 75 times. Means 75 times was not correct. Okay, now dear students, so let E1 be the event that which forecast was correct, and here E2 be the event that forecast was not correct. So we have the probability of an event E1, that is number of an event E1 upon total number of days, means 250. That is, we have what, 175 upon 250. Okay, after solving that we have 0.7. Same as probability of an event E2 is equal to number of an event E2, getting an event E2 means number of days was not correct, happen in 175 times upon 250, that is 75 upon 250, that is we have what, 0.3. In this way, dear student, we can solve that type of question. Now dear students, you complete the exercise probability of your NCERT for your NCERT book. Okay, now in next class we discuss some more important question of probability. Now please revise all the questions which we discussed in that class or previous class. Now complete your NCERT exercise. Thank you.